Slovenia. We are here for the 44th annual EPBF Predator European Youth Pool Championships. And this is a quarterfinal match for the under 17 division. You have 78 players that started out this race to 8 ball. It's a race to 6. And the match is between the young Emi Banzik and Jakub Haduk from Poland. Banzik is from Bosnia-Herzegovina and will be breaking. Emir got to this quarterfinal by defeating Adam Balzinski from Poland 6-1, Max Benko from Slovenia 6-3, Luca Borno from France 6-3, and Sander Tam from Estonia 6-2. So he's hasn't really been challenged so far this tournament. And both young men are chasing their gold medal hopes here. 2 more victories to get to the final. This quarterfinal, the semifinal, and then they get to match up. He's taking the stripes after a nice break, very well controlled. The stripes are wide open. Gosh, it would. They just lead to one another. If he just kind of smooths the ball to the left side, he plays the 11 to the side pocket, the 15 next after the 11, or the 14 next to it. What a nice looking pattern. The 14 ball in the middle of the table there by the 7. Is a bit of a problem, but it seems to go by the 11. He'll play this 15. Very, very well played rack. The ball's spread out, all in location. He has the one stripe way up on top that he'll shoot last, the 9 ball, to get to the 8 ball for the right-hand corner pocket. He hasn't moved his cue ball very much at all, which is perfect patterns from 8 ball. Very, very well played rack. The Polish team, of course, is has some of the best players in the world. I mean, there's 5 or 6. He's playing. Oh, wow. This could be trouble here. If his speed isn't good, it's trouble. And it is trouble. He should have played he would have been better off playing the ball to the side pocket, coming out to where the cue ball is now. Playing the 9 ball and then playing the 8 ball to the right-hand corner. He may have to bank this ball, or can he cut it? Not sure. He can cut. Oh, he couldn't cut it. Yeah, that was trouble. I thought he was going to shoot the 13 ball there by the side pocket, then shoot the 9 and come down for the 9 for the 8 on the side there, on the right-hand corner. Ouch. Very well run rack, with the exception of the last 2 balls. He got him in trouble. Anytime you have to travel the ball 5 feet for position, when you can travel it 8 inches, you take the 8 inches. Not sure if this got a little funny or not. He's got the 3 ball. The 6 ball is a problem. And he's not going to get to a place where he can shoot the 6 ball. Does he take the chance and shoot the 5 to the corner, the 4 to the corner, and open up the 2? He's in a pickle here. He should have addressed that 2 ball immediately right after he started shooting this, by a second or third shot at the most. Again, and this is what these tournaments do for these young men, is they really develop. When they go back and look at this, they can see their mistakes and where they could have run a pattern better, shot the better shot that leads into the win. Yeah, he's going to play safe. Now, anytime you're playing safe on a ball like this, they can be kicked in. And this kick in is, I'm going to call it high percentage. And the 8 ball is right there for position. My name is George Tejea. I'm from the USA. I live in Tucson, Arizona. You guys are having a nice warm day in Podcetrtek. At about 25 degrees Celsius. I expect about 35 degrees Celsius here in Tucson today. But I'm inside with air conditioning. And Emir here has this kick in. He has the bottom half of the ball available. So he's got about 1.5 inches where he can hit the ball and make it. And he's missed it. But he's still there. So now I would play the 4 ball in the corner and bring the cue ball over towards the 2. Open that up and have a shot on the 7. He should get a shot on the 2. He's taken away his, unless he's trying to open up these balls, the 2 balls by the side. And he is, and he's going to, ooh, he did not open, well, he did. It goes to the corner. So now he'll play the 4 ball, come over for the 2 for the lower left-hand corner. He addressed this problem late, but he got it addressed. And he was fortunate that Emir did not kick in the 13 for position on the 8. And now it looks like this first game is going to go to Jakub. Nice clearance on the 2 ball to develop a shot. Is this going to, no, it's not, but look what he's done with this 13 ball. Now he can play this 2 rails to the side pocket. He doesn't want to make it. And just follow the cue ball or stop it there where he cannot cut the 2 ball in. He may still have a cut. The further up he goes, the better the chance of having a cut shot on the 2. So he's just going to stick it right there against the rail. Very smart shot. You don't have to make balls all the time. But again, he can't bank it to the upper corner pocket, so he has to kick at it. And kicking at it is going to leave a long shot on the 13 ball. So the kick shot is the way to go here, in my opinion. And that doesn't count for much. They're at the table and they see the angles better there. Yeah, there was no room to get by. But look what he's developed here. Right behind the 8. If he cannot hit it, I'm not sure, he's going to have to jump it. He wants to make sure he catches the right side. He'd rather overcut this ball than catch the left side. He wants to catch the right side of this ball, so the cue ball will go 2 rails to the left side of the table, not leaving the shot on the 2. What a shot. Great jump shot on 13 ball. by Emir. Not only did he catch the correct side of the ball, he caught it with pretty good speed, ended up pretty close to the straight into the corner pocket. If he catches less ball and comes down further, he has an easier shot on the 8 on the side, and he does win the opening game after a very powerful square break that separated all the balls on the lower half of the table, only one ball up table. Ran the balls out nice except for the last two. But he comes back and wins the game. What a shot. Now we'll get a look at the young man from Poland. He has plenty of idols and people to emulate and bring his game up. This is the 17 and under, so you know how young these little gentlemen are. Nice, beautiful break. Very nice break. They didn't spread real well. Now, it's alternate break. The balls are indented onto the cloth. They're pounded down. And they've been racking very, very well throughout this European Pool Championships tournament and the Slovenian Open, which was held here for the pros about 10 days ago. And this is so much better than the template. This has worked out so well. It's the first time I've seen this. I've seen it done before, but never to the success that they've had here. They've done a great job with it here. But we've seen some, well, this young man's I'm sure one of his idols and people to look up to is Sanjin Pelevanovic. Sanjin, runner-up in the World 8-Ball to Shane Van Boning. And a great overall player, has done well in the World 10-Ball. He's traveled to the US quite a bit. I get to see all these guys when they come to Las Vegas in the spring for the World 10-Ball and the other games. And I've had the pleasure of Predators taking me to Austria a couple times for World Championships, the team championships and things like this. So I've got to watch a lot of the Europeans and the Asians play, and what a treat. And what a program they have in Europe here. The way the federations, overcut that. He's going to turn out pretty good because he didn't leave a shot. But back to the program for the federations. They develop players after players after players. We've seen so many come out in the last 5 years. Look what Federgorst has done. Eklund Kachi. I could just go on. Miško Fortunski. And we can go back almost 60 years and see what Ralph Souquet has done out of Germany. Torsten Homan. Just champion after champion after champion. The Spanish players. FSR. Delgado. Sutos has come into his own and playing very well from Spain also. These junior programs have brought world champions up. And look at the women's side of it. Wow, what can you say? Kristina Tekac, ranked #1 in the world now by the WPA. World 10-Ball champion. Jasmine Ocean, over 60 titles. And world champion. I mean, gosh, you can just keep naming player after player after player. It's a who's who of pool. And now we're looking at this young man, Emir Banjic. Well, he has to avoid the 8, or will he play the... He's going to have to play the 13 ball first. Unless he's going to go back and forth on this 14. I don't think so, not with that traffic. Jakub has hung up the 4 ball there in the corner, and Emir took over as running the balls here. Has to avoid the 8. Just a little screw shot back, nice and smooth, stays on the same side for the 14. And now he's... Oh, this is nice here. He can just follow it and go up to the head rail and come back along the side pocket for the 8. He could also draw the ball back with low English. It's his choice. Just doesn't want to put too much draw on it because he can go into the side pocket on the left. That brought back that shot right there brings back memories. I've actually done that. But we don't want to hear what I did. Let's see what he does. And you see, those are shots you never forget once you do them. He came close. But a nice shot for the 8. Had to gamble a little bit with the side pocket. Just stay with the shot. And game number 2 in a race to 7. I'm sorry, this is a race to 6. The under 19 players are playing a race to 7. And we've been calling both divisions along with, well, we started calling out straight pool, 10 ball, and now 8 ball. The 9 ball starts today, I believe, after these. They're playing on the other tables as we're down to the quarterfinals in both divisions, under 19 and under 17. And you've had several gold medals. You have Lithuania with 2 gold medals in the same division. You had in the under 17, you had Azulas Daravičius from Lithuania with a gold in 10 ball, and Jokubas Silandževas from Lithuania in the under 19 division. So probably the first time in history that the same country has taken both divisions in the same year. There goes the cue ball. Goodbye. Ball in hand for the Pole, the young Pole. And a nice spread. Both players breaking the balls very well. Solid hits. Problem there was the cue ball got kissed to the side. If you just joined us, we are in Podcetrtek, Slovenia, at the Therme Olimia. My name is George Teachea. I'm from Tucson, Arizona, in the United States. Calling in the live action here at this beautiful venue. We just got done calling the Slovenian Open, and then the 44th year of the Epbf Predator European Youth Pool Championships. Simple work here. Just a joy to watch these players play. Not much to commentate on. Everything is pretty straightforward. His opponent, Emir, broke and scratched. He took control, ran a nice pattern. The 6 ball, he wants to bring this cue ball from the 6 straight at the 14. Off the rail, straight at the 14. A little bit of right low English. And that says he wants to come between the 13 and the 14, but either way he gets it there, just come in that area. Not behind. He's going to be in trouble behind the 9. Oh, it just opened up. What a good roll right there. Nice little bump. Fortunate. And takes advantage of the scratch by Amir, and Jakub wins his first game in this race to 6. The young Pole was not to be denied. The EPBF sponsors our Predator Group, Iwan Simonis Billiard Cloth, Aramith Billiard Balls, the official balls and cloth of this tournament, Kamui Brand, Longoni Cues, and IBPF. This event is being played on the Predator Arc Pro Pool tables, and it is covered with Simonis cloth. And they are using the Aramith balls, and Jakub returns the favor and scratches on the break for Amir. Now he'll take ball in hand. And look how these balls lay out. Most of the balls, the solids are up on top, the stripes are spread through the middle of the table, and everything is open, wide open. The players have 60 seconds after the break. They are on a time clock. And in the 60 seconds, you want to think of your pattern. Where are you going to go last, the shot before the 8, and work backwards for your opening shot, and then just let the balls lead you to the 8. A nice pattern. The less the movement on the cue ball, the better the pattern, and the higher the chances of a break and a run. Travel the cue ball a lot, and you can get behind balls. There's lots of traffic. This is traveling the cue ball a lot, but he did get on the 9, and only on the 9. Usually on most positional shots, especially early, you should have a choice of two balls, especially when they're spread open like this. And that's an example of moving the cue ball quite a bit on every shot. That ball was hard to hang up with that, looks like the 12 or 13 by the corner pocket. You figure you're going to catch that and slide in anyway. Playing into a big pocket. Long shot on this 5. He's got a problem with the 4 ball, which is right next to the 8. Right by the spot. He's going to have to play it to the side pocket. I don't think it has any other pocket but the side on the right. And so he has to address that. I would say his last ball he shoots would be the 2 ball. And the only thing bad about shooting the 2 ball last is you're going to be crossing the point where you need the cue ball. He wants to send the cue ball off the 2 right at the 10 ball to have the 4 in the side. So now either ball he shoots here first is okay, the 7 or the 6. Preferably he shoots the 6 last. Oh, not, he wants to keep the cue ball on that side. And he's going to have a delicate shot to send the cue ball right at that 10. It should be moving extremely slow by the time it gets there. And he's got it just perfect. He can actually use the rail. No, that could possibly slide way underneath. I wouldn't put any English on this ball. I would just cut it very thin and try to use the rail to come towards the 10 off the rail. It's not a sharp enough angle, but he'll get it down there, and I don't think he risks getting behind the 10 that way. He could draw it over too. Either way. Well, that's what happens when you use a draw stroke. If I have my choice of following for position or drawing for position, I'm going to follow the ball 98% of the time. And it's just not me saying that. It's pretty much a lot of the top pros. Look at this nice bank show. Almost. He would have had a nice shot, but a big opening for Emir. You know, the beauty of this pool championships here in Europe is the fact that the players play all disciplines. They start out with 14 and 1. Then they play 10 ball, 8 ball, 9 ball. They also play in teams. I commentated some of the team portion of it, and it's 2 out of 3 matches for the team. One player, three players per team. One player plays 10 ball, one player plays 8 ball, the other plays 9 ball, and it's the first team to win 2 of the 3 matches. He's got a little bit of a sharp angle. He can hold this ball. He's going to come up by the 4 if he shoots it very soft. He does risk getting behind. He bumped the 8. That's a very smart shot. Wasn't sure if he had the angle to be able to bump it. He did, and has ended up with nice position, very nice position. He may have to use an extension. He's a tall kid, so he can reach over that 4 wall pretty easily. Tall young man, excuse me. I shouldn't call him a kid. Although at under 17, that's still in what we call high school. Just pocket the ball and come up to about the middle diamond of the side rail. He has plenty of landing area and doesn't have to worry about getting behind the 4 ball. And this for a 3-1 lead. Both players have run balls well. Both players are breaking the balls well. They both now have a scratch, which is not to their benefit. Both losing on a scratch after the break, on the break. And Emir to break the balls here in this alternate break format. What a learning opportunity these young men have. Developing opportunity if they want to become pool players. The coaching they get. The play they get to play in, usually the federation has a club of their own where the players can practice. I'm not sure if they're charged for that or not. Most of the time the federations will sponsor some of the players. But here in the U.S., a lot of the pool halls won't. Cue ball, goodbye. Mortal sin. Cue ball off the table. A lot of the clubs here in the U.S. won't allow players under 21 in their club. And whereas in Europe, they get to develop. You can be a 14, 13, 15-year-old. We now have a couple of organizations that are working with juniors. Predator has gotten behind the IBPF, or is it the BEF, Billiard Educational Foundation, with Rahana and Predator to develop some of the junior talent here in the U.S. Sammy Deep out of Colorado travels with the players, coaches the players, helps coach the players. He's not going to pocket that ball, and then look at his position had he made it. Trouble. And an opening for the young Emir, but only opening shot is possibly the bank shot on the 3 past the 11 there. If he has to do anything here, there's two ways to look at this. If he opens the 7 ball now, he'll have an open rack if he gets back to the table. If he doesn't get back to the table, he's opened up the problem 8 for his opponent. So, choices. I like that. Flying cue balls, not allowed in this. And look at the shot he could see. I didn't think he could see that. I don't understand why. There must have been a time foul. Now, the players cannot see the time clock. The referee in the background, whom you don't see, has a stopwatch, and he'll call time at 10 seconds. Like I said, they have 60 seconds after the break. Then they have 35 seconds per shot with a 25-second extension once per rack. Now, see, by not opening up the 8 ball, now this is something that Jakub has to work with. And the good thing is the 3 ball is there to open up the 7. I would shoot the 3 ball to open up the 7, like, he could have come down a little bit more for the 3, for that ball by the 8. Excuse me, the 3 ball's way up on top. But he's got stripes. And he's missed that one, leaving the 6 ball. And he's got a choice here. Pocket the 6, get on the... It is the 4 ball by the 8. Get on the 4, or come down from the 3 ball straight at the 7-8. He's going to roll this soft. Oh no, he's going to come up for the 3. Now he'll go 2 rails for this 4. Wants to get an angle where he can hit the 8 ball on the shot, or hit the 7 ball. I would rather hit the 8 than hit the 7. If you hit the 7, small possibility of getting behind the 8. Perfect angle. Absolutely perfect. With a good draw shot, he nibbles the 8 on the left side, opens the 7, and the cue ball comes up for the corner pocket on the right. He could also follow the ball and just do it very softly and take the longer shot, which is just indicating that he's probably looking at doing. Both shots work. With the exception of his position now on the 8 ball won't be optimum. He should have it in the side, although it looks like it might clip right up against that 14 ball. Oh, he played safe. A very high percentage safety. And so this tactical game is right on point. That's a game winner. It forces Jakub to come with, tough shot. But they do happen. Oh, close, very close. And the nice thing is here, he didn't really leave a gimme shot, but a high percentage down the rail shot on the 7 ball. Nicely done. And this gets him 2/3 of the way to his goal of 6 games. Smart play. Wins that game. That safety on that 7 ball and sticking it behind the 8 produced a winner. And there's the importance of playing safe. Instead of taking the shot, he wouldn't have been sure exactly where the 8 ball was going, and that's what made that shot so good. Players are going to a small break. And what a pleasure it's been to commentate these matches here in Europe. I've had the pleasure so far of doing the Estonian Open, the Austrian Open, and now these European Pool Championships. I believe we did the same thing in Estonia. And the referees are from the EPBF, which is the European Pocket Billiard Federation. I believe they are the governing body in Europe. And I'll go over our sponsors one more time, a little more in depth. Predator Group. Go to PredatorCues.com and you'll see this beautiful Predator Arc table, which is not available in the US but is available in Europe. The official cloth of this pool championship is Iwan Simonis Billiard Cloth. The official balls is the Aramith Billiard Balls. They're using the Tournament Pro-Cup TV balls. On the bottom right of your screen, you're seeing the under 19 division. And I thought I had written down who was the 2 players, but I did not. That's the other division there. And if you go to epbf.com, you can find all the draw, the results, number of participants, who they are, where they're from. Look them up and see how many Euro tours they've played in and when they started playing in Euro tours. Yesterday we had a match between 2 young men that had never played a Euro tour before, and it was Cristian Antonio Farkas from Hungary and Vilko Auresto from Finland. I got to call that match, and it was their first Euro tour, and it was a very good match. It ended up 6-4, with the Hungarian closing the match out with one of the greatest bank shots on the ball, on a 2 ball, just prior to the 8. If you can find that match on YouTube, just what a match it was. It was a great match and a great shot. I don't know where this young man just picks out this shot. It was there, but the safety was probably a higher percentage. And to win the match, leading 5-4, he fires at this ball. Long rail shot to the right-hand corner pocket. The cue ball goes 3 rails for perfect shape on the 8. And you'll probably see it on our highlight reels later on. Keep looking for those on Facebook. Our Predator team, David from Spain, does a great job posting those. He'll pick out some of the highlights out of the matches and put them on YouTube and Facebook. They come up on both. Of course, YouTube and Billiard TV has our matches on there all the time. I'd like to welcome you all here. This Predator Arc table has 4 1/4 inch pockets. They're 5 inches at the side. So they're not buckets by no means. And 4 1/4 is a very, very good size for a pocket, especially when you're playing on new cloth. If you start getting smaller and smaller, well, your world-class players, your pros can handle those very well. But these younger amateurs and players coming up need a little bit more forgiveness in their shots. But this young man is breaking the balls very well. I think every time he shot, he has made the ball to the side pocket. He did scratch once, and I believe Emir jumped the table once. So, good job by these two. Just think these guys are both under 17 or under. I'm going to see if I can find these guys on Fargo. I didn't really have. Emir is a 582 Fargo. And Jakub does not come up. That's been my luck so far. Usually I find one player out of two, they'll come up. Has not had any information reported to Fargo. If you're in Europe and not familiar with Fargo, I'll go over that when they're racking the balls. Let's go back to the game here and see what he has available. He keeps indicating something up on top with his cue. I'm trying to figure out what it is. Is he going to shoot the 11 ball? He must have. Well, he made us. Is he playing the long shot on the 3 ball? Going for the solids. I know that Jakub made a stripe on the side pocket. Did he pocket another one? He must have stripes. There's 4 stripes on the table, so he does have stripes. That's one of the disadvantages of looking up information during a rack, is you lose track of who's shooting what. So bear with me. I figured it out finally. And that trickles in very slowly. He has to get back for the 11. Straight back draw. Oh, never mind. He doesn't have much of a choice unless he makes sure he misses the 7 ball with the cue ball and goes 2 rails around between the 3 and the 8 to get up for the 11. If he comes straight down, he might catch the 7. And the cue ball goes towards the 2. So a little bit of left hand running English. He's going to take this shot first. He can get there by going 2 rails forward. He can get up on this ball. But he can get there too. Look at the nice shot he ends up with. He makes, but look at what he ends up with. This appears to bank to the corner pocket. It may bank underneath the 3. He's got to really back cut it. It's his only shot, unless he banks it to the upper right hand corner. Yeah, he tried to go under the 3 there. That ball you cut very, very thin, and you just hit it with a little bit of high left English. You'll see that shot used a lot in the game of 1 pocket. Although you wouldn't shoot that shot with so many balls in front of your opponent's pocket. But things just didn't go right shooting that 11 ball first. The choice was, the choice may have cost him the game. He does have a problem with the 1. He could handle that right now and move the 1 ball. Forget it. He just says, I'll just move the 10. Takes care of everything. And now everything's open. Well, choice of the 4-ball or the 4-ball. Although he's going to play it in the side. I like it in the corner, but it's very available there too. This is nice. Just don't get behind the 8. He wants to get underneath the 8 so he can come up for the 6. Or he's going to take the 6-ball next in the side. And he is dangerously close to getting behind the 8 and blocking a shot on both balls. But instead, it's perfection. Straight into the side, a stop shot for the 7, come up for the 8, and he's on the hill. One game from moving into the semifinals. And in the semifinals, Revesi 25, he will play the winner of the Farkas and Gomez match. There's 3 other quarterfinals going on at this very time. And 5-1 it is. Now, I promised you some information on Fargo, and I will after I read off your other quarterfinalists. The other 3 quarterfinalists are Cristian Antonio Farkas, Ruben Gomez, and they're in a battle at this time. Then you have Mark Szabo and Martin Roser. And then Fabrizio Ingracci from Germany and Valentin Schmitz from Germany. I'm sorry, they're not from Germany. Excuse me. My flags are letting me down here. But the winner of this match will play the winner of the Farkas and Gomez match. There are 3 German finalists out of the 8 quarterfinalists playing in this tournament. One Pole, 1 Slovenian, Mark Szabo. I'm sorry, Fabrizio is from Germany. Chooses the stripes. Will he hold it up? He tried to hold it up to come up. He had to come up. Now he has to shoot the 14 a long way away. Not sure if he could have dragged that and gone 2 rails to get on those 2 balls. I think the best way he was stretched out, so it kind of made stroking that ball hard enough to get up. A little tough. And is he going to come up with a shot on the 9? He has. He's going to have to shoot the 11 ball down to the same pocket he just made the ball, the 14 ball in. A stop shot for the 9. Shot on the 11. He can either draw this ball a little bit, or he can just follow the ball up. I think I would draw it just a hair to get on this 13 ball, and then move up table from there. He went now. Now he's faced with a little bit longer shot than he would have had on this ball on the spot, and he has to avoid the 2 ball coming up. And keep in mind, when I make a call on a shot, it doesn't mean it's the right one. It just means that, well, as I look at the game here, it seems to be a higher percentage, and he's done that with pure skill. Fired the ball in, and I want to bring the cue ball to the side for the 8 ball. And this 8 ball to close out this match with a 6-1 win over the young Pole, Emir Bandžić from Bosnia-Herzegovina, moves into the semifinals. And so far, the highest any opponent has been to Emir has been 3 games. That's all he's given up in any one match. He won 6-1, 6-3, 6-3, 6-2, and now wins 6-1. So he's had a great run to get to the semifinal, and he's getting a lot of attention there on the side. The young Jakub Hajduk will have to have this quarterfinal on his European Tour record. And this has been George Teachea. And thank you very much for joining us. And we have a lot more pool coming up. We'll have the semifinals coming up shortly. Stay with us.
Players, you may take your seats and the referees please prepare the tables. Good afternoon and welcome to the 8-ball semi-finals here at the Predator European Youth Pool Championships, presented by Therme Olimia Resort and organised by the European Pocket Billiard Federation. And to our matches. On table 7, with boys under 17s, Emir Panzic of Bosnia-Herzegovina and Christian Antonio Farkas of Hungary. And on table 6, with the girls' division, Rachel Onfoy of France against Iris Amberts of the Netherlands. On to table 4, with boys under 19s. From Sweden, Walter Laikra. And from Finland, Akseli Hanukala. Moving into the arena on table 3 with boys under 19s. From Lithuania, Jokubas Silantievas, and from Norway, Robin Hauge Pettersen. On table 2, we're with the girls. From Switzerland, Shirin Valerie. And her opponent from Sweden, Linnea Hjalmarström. And finally, on table 1, with boys under 17s. From Slovakia, Mark Zabo. And his opponent from Germany, Valentin Schmitz. Your referees in charge of the matches. On table 7, Florian Brechtenbacher of Austria. On table 6, Jarlo Kotinurmi of Finland. On table 4, Gatis Taube of Latvia. On table 3, Sreko Petrovic of Bosnia-Herzegovina. Table 2, we have Serdar Karadaj of Turkey. And on table 1, Alan Bujas of Croatia. Players, you may lag for the break.
Winners qualification match to end Froy 5-2. Came back with a 5-1 win over Babika in the losers qualification match. Boleri had a 5-4 win in winners round 1. And a 5-1 win in the winners qualification match. So showing some strength in 8-ball. Hasn't really been threatened up until this point. Look for a competitive match here. Open bridge from the middle. 9-ball down. 5-ball down in the top right. Not much for openers. Long one on the 15, or shorter one on the 10. The cue ball is playing between the 5-4 to the short rail. That'll prove good dividends for her. Gonna have to see if the 11 passes the 3. Looks like she's actually on the 2 here. This is a good choice. 11 doesn't have a full pocket going into the bottom left. Take care of the 3 at this end first. 4 connects well to the 3, going up table. Eleven ball's right in the middle of the ideal position for the 5, but you could choose to play below or above it. A little hard on the speed for the 1 here. First intuition for her is the 4. She's pretty thin on it. I think she'll have a thought about shooting the 3. A lot of cue ball movement here off the 7. Must think that the cue ball is running through it to the long rail. Come around 3 rails for the 3 or the 5. Wow. Solid contact, making 2 balls on that attempt. Three's available on the bottom right. She'll feel good to get rid of the 4 here. Cue ball moving over naturally to the left.
Time.
Very nice stroke pace from Shirin here. Looks to be on the younger side. Coming in with a little less experience than Linnea. Oh, misjudged that one. Might have been trying to hold the cue ball as good as she could towards the 5. So first chance for a break of serve here from Linnea. 15 can play across into the 11. It's my first time seeing this young lady play. I've heard a lot of her throughout our coverage of the junior tournament, not only this week, but also at the World Junior Championships. I know she had a Finished right near the end of that tournament in the past. Multiple-time European youth champion. A little too much angle here. She can slow down the cue ball movement, going to the left with the 8. Ideally running squarely into the 8, just stopping the cue ball where it is right now. Nicely played. Couldn't be hit any better there. Wanted the 8 ball to hold up for the angle over the left middle, and she has it. Didn't mind following that ball. Just come a little bit on the 50-yard line here, but it is available on the top left. Nicely played in first rack to Hjalmarström. She'll be breaking in rack number 2. Can tell just from her play in the first rack that Valeria is a capable player. She'll be coming in as a bit of an underdog here, and she'll be wanting to hang with Linnea in the early going. Boys under 17 semifinal being played over on table number 2. Hjalmarström going with the pink BK rush here. Close bridge. Nice smash. Good power there. Firing a ball into the top right. 9 ball cup sliding into the top left as well. Bit of a cluster problem with the 2-4-12. She can get into the 12 right now off the 11. Not going to have much energy going into the 12 here if she does shoot the 11. But I think just trying to rearrange that cluster at 3 here is a good play. Oh, it goes in the bottom right. Nice play. Well, she's in open play now. Ideally, if she can get onto the 10 coming across table here. Solid fundamentals from Hjalmarström. Looks real good over the ball. A lot of textbook things in her stroke and setup. Can see why she's been such a force in the girls division of the European Youth Championships. She does play in open female events as well. A little worried here that she has too much angle to hold for the 15. The following angle is running into the 15. And try to slow down the speed with as much draw as possible here. Nicely played. Don't think the 8 ball is available in the right middle. Cue ball's kind of going the wrong way to develop good position towards the 8th. Could come around 2 rails, but the 2-4 is looming pretty big coming off the second rail. Just looking at power drawing into the right long rail and bringing the cue ball back over to the right side of the table. Just got to make sure she doesn't catch an overdraw here. Nice shot. Little short on pace, but I'll tell you, she's a class player. You can tell by how she hits the ball.
8 ball, corner pocket.
Does still have a chance in the top left here. Safe of a scratch. Cue ball be running heavily into the 3. Great shot. Strong start here for Linnea. Pressure's going to be on Shireen. She'll be breaking in rack number 3. But Hjalmarström coming with the break and run in rack number 2. Going to be a quick break here from Shireen. Looks like she's just going for some water, so we'll stay with you in between racks here. View of table number 1. Schmitz from Germany at the table. Larry back in the arena now. Rack ready to go for game number 3. Wired ball down. Cue ball is going to get kicked in. That's a tough roll there. Would have been starting in a tricky spot, trapped in the corner. That always is the danger when you get the cue ball traveling towards another pocket, but really could have got away with that one. Hjalmarström's going to take a long shot on the 3 here on the first shot. Looking to get on the 2 as quick as possible. Really the only solid available shooting up table. Players have to take ball in hand. Ooh, missed the 3, and that's a big roll for Shireen here. Players having to put the cue ball behind the head string and shoot a ball in front of it, so it's the only reason she took so much distance there. I believe Valeri will have to stay on solids here just because of where the 10 is. Could start with the 2. long reach for her, so might try to get into a spot where she's reaching a little less.
Time.
Still looking to develop something positive towards the 2. The 4 or the 1 can play nicely onto the area she needs to attack the 2. Eight balls available in both bottom corner pockets. All ball fouls. Got to be careful not to contact the 3 hanging over it here. She's okay there. Wonder if she'll try to get on the 2 off the 3 here. The natural angle is kind of playing back into the 8. If she does contact the 8, she'll be in perfect position for the 2. She was trying to get into the 8, stunned it a little too much. Still going to be options to shoot the 2 last. Just have to be a little more complicated with the cue ball movement back towards the 8. Both players with, oh, she's got a little too much angle here. She's going to be okay for the corner. Both players with really strong fundamentals. Nice slow backstrokes, pause at the back of the stroke, timing towards the cue ball very well. Kind of snooker type setups. A little more square in the stance, but very solid over the ball. Taking the 2 now. Nice shot. Watch out for the side. Narrows the misses for losing the cue ball on the side, but she's going to be okay here. She can fall through. Got to be careful of the 13 going forward. Oh, it looks like she's lost the cue ball behind the 13. Is it going to come out on the other side? It's close. She looks okay with her body language. Might have to throw it in with some right spin. Overcut it. Probably did put some right on that. Just caught a little more throw than she expected. Anytime you're shooting off the rail, you can catch a little swerve with the cue ball as well. So big break here for Linnea. She's very solid over the ball. Impressive. First time I've actually seen her play, even though she's been in a few tournaments that I've been a part of. Plays with good pace too, not wasting any time when the balls are there. Little light on the speed here. I think she's going a little too far to the left to hold for the 14 in the side, but she can play above it. 14 in the same pocket. Gonna go 14 now. Nice shot. Not afraid to shoot the ball into the side with high speed. Has to be targeted very specifically there. Cue ball's playing over to the left here. Can play the 8 in the same pocket. Take some good cueing. This is for a big lead in the girls semifinal. Nicely played. Little thin on the 8, but she's going to be safe of a scratch here. So 3 games on the trot likely here for Hjelmerström. She'll be breaking in rack number 4. Nicely done. Taking a big lead now. We're going to possibly get on the hill with another break and run. She had a break and run in her first break attempt. One more round of play coming up for you at 8 p.m. local Slovenian time. Be the finals of the boys 8-ball division. I believe the girls will be playing their final at the same time slot as well. 9-ball division's underway now. Team championship still going. Linnea, just the one mistake on the 3 so far. Flawless other than that. Very nice. Standing up all the way through the break. Looks like a very repeatable motion there. Creating good power. Just going to want to favor solids here. Doesn't have a great opener. Could choose to take a thin one on the 5 in the side and move towards the 6 off the short rail. Got to be careful with stripes here. 9, 10 are going to have to be maneuvered. Especially leaving that, taking care of that area till later in the rack. It is available on a combo. Going to be a little bit out of control with the landing spot for the 9 on that play. She could try to draw into the short side of the 9 here. Yeah, if she's able to play the cue ball between the 6-9, the 9 is available in the bottom right. That'll play good onto the 10 as well. Taking her extension here, knows there's a bit of work to be done. If she runs into the 9 going across one rail, good things should happen. Got over into the short side of the 9, but too much angle to really be in control here. Gonna have to see if she's even able to draw to the scratch. I think she is. But she'll be forced to be kind of running the cue ball at the 12. Be nice if she could slow it down and play the 10 in the top left. A lot of angle here, though. Was able to slow it down. Great shot. Moving nicely to the right off the 10. And all chances here to win rack number 4 and take a commanding 4-0 lead. Strong play so far from Linnea. Great stuff. 8 doesn't look like it passes the 4 into the bottom left. Getting at it pretty quick here. Might just need a little left spin to straighten out between the 6. Nice shot. Textbook. Very nice. Well, look for Linnea to have a long, strong career ahead of her. Not just saying that because things are going well for her in this match. You can see the quality with how she's hitting the ball. Again, she has played in a few open women's tournaments internationally. Might take a little more seasoning to get to the end of those, but can definitely see the potential in her game. Back over to Valeri to break in rack number 5. Kicked in on the previous break. One ball down, 12 ball down, both wired balls in the sides. Good starter on the 15. She's left-handed, so she'll be able to reach this one. Just one rack at a time stuff really here for Valeri. She will have 3 of the next 5 breaks, so happens to be with the score line. She does have more breaks going forward if she were to come back all 5 games. Looking to get on the 13 here. She is on it, but the cue ball's going the wrong way. She can free the cue ball up 2 rails towards the 14 or the 9. Gonna take some speed here. One rail might play okay as well. It's coming underneath the 7. She's looking at the 9. I don't blame her. Misjudgment. Linnea quickly up to the table. Just having a close look at the 5 passes the 9. If it does, she'll be in a great spot. 6, 5, 3, 2, 4, 7.
Time.
Got nice and close to it, can keep the speed down here. Got to be careful not to be tempted to hit too much speed to try to get the cue ball off the rail. Looks like she might be straight enough to just hold. Nice play. It's on the rail with the 3, but thick enough that she can likely slow the momentum of the cue ball down going towards the 2. She has to roll through to the 4. That'll be okay as well. And looking to complete a near perfect match here for Hjalmarström. Just the 1 miss on the 3 in rack number 3. But other than that, she's been perfect. Good signs for her moving forward to the finals as well.
Extension.
7-2-4 or 4-7-2 will work for the finishing pattern here. Oh no. Almost laughing at herself. Almost looked at her tip like it was a half miscue. So, a little bit of adversity getting over the finish line here. She knows it. Just trying to shake it off in her chair. Bit of a chance to see Valeri's skill. And she does go down in defeat in this match. She's had a great tournament, down to the final four here. Valeri's going to want to get straight on the 11. 8's available on the bottom right.
Extension.
Having a good look at the contact point on the angle here. Really just wants to get a game on the board. Part of the reason she's just taking a little extra time on the 8. Kjellmerström's going to have the break in rack number 6. He's hit the break well throughout the match. 2 break-in runs to this point so far. Another good contact from Hjalmarström. Doesn't look like anything's going to drop this time. So small windows opening for Shireen to get back in the match here. Bit of a tougher rack. 6 is tied up with the 2. 3 is tied up with the 10. Type of rack you might want to just consider choosing one suit or the other and playing safe early. 7's actually tied up with a 13 too. Very tough rack overall. Really no option to take the solids here. If she does take the 11 now, she'll be wanting to get into the 10. Nice shot. Open up the 10. Looks like it could be available past the 3. Really just the 15 now that has to be broken into. Don't know if she can manufacture a small angle between the 114 off the 9. If she can, that would be a good play. This can work. She's a little straight. She was trying to get below the 14 a little more where she could promote some movement towards the 15. Looks like the 15 is available in the left middle, but very small space on the short side of the 15 to make that happen. I think she can get into it here. Stun follow hit. Going to take some speed. We're playing into a fairly open pocket in the side. Must have been playing safe there. Not the worst move considering Hjalmarström has 3 balls tied up. She has left her on the 2. That's going to take a lot of quick breakout play here, and Hjalmarström recognizes it, so she's going to try to trap her behind the 1 here. Did she get a rail? Wow, that was close. Did not. So ball in hand chance now for Valeri. She's going to get into the 15 immediately here. Don't forget, it is actually available from the short side of it too. Don't think it's really worth the risk. Should be okay. If she hits the right side of the 15 here, just push the 7 away from it. Nice shot. Valeri looking at taking the 13 in the side on the second shot. He's going to want to angle moving up table in that case. I have to roll through softly through the angle here. The pocketing's comfortable enough that she should feel okay at that speed. Tried to stun run through it. Don't blame her, the object ball was a little far from the pocket. Always tough to get precise cue ball movement in that case. Gonna take some left spin. Come back towards the 15 now. Not quite enough left to be comfortable here. If the cue ball is running squarely into the 1, that'll play okay. But regardless, a lot of energy to the point where if you don't hit the 1 completely square, cue ball is going to start getting loose to the right. Caught the 7 on the way through, and that's ended up okay. So chance for Valeri to get another one back here. It'll be into her break in rack number 7. First full table run out from Valeri. Nicely done. Hjalmarström looks like she's going to take her break here. Strategically timed. We have action over on table number 2. Could probably bring you over to that while we're on break. Hjelmström back from a short break. Shireen quickly to the table here, looking to get things going again. One ball's got a chance. It's in. Decent spread here for Valeri. Hjelmström had all chances to win the match 5-0. A couple racks have gone by since that mistake, so she'll likely have it out of her head. But getting a little worrisome here as far as the comeback. The 15 passes the 11. That'll help Shireen towards the run-out goal here. Looks like it does. Tried to get on it, just kind of missed the targeting on the pocket. 10-14 can play okay for the next two shots. Kind of tough to land on anything perfectly here. Might be going for something near straight on the 12. A little short on that play. It's going to want the 13 available. Believe it might be. Looking over at the angle on the 12, so it must be blocked on the 13. Gonna have to land on the 11 or the 13 coming this way. Just undercut it. So good chance for Hjelmström to redeem herself after the mistake in rack number 5 now. Really just the 5 ball that's needs to be managed. It is available in the bottom left. Can also work as a key ball moving back towards the 8. Got a little too straight here. She's going to be able to draw out of the angle, but was ideally looking for the angle where she could punch over to the 4 in the same pocket on this shot. Where the 4 is, she'll actually be able to access the 5 in the left middle if she chooses. Don't mind that play. Very little cue ball movement involved. It's a good pattern too. She was trying to go 5-3-4 here, but got a little too much angle going to the right off the 5. Wants to be straight here. She is. She's okay. Just got to be careful not to overdraw this ball. So a couple small mistakes from Valeri, but mainly strong play from Linnea that's brought her to this point in the match. Oh, she thought she had to draw it. That's why I kind of like taking care of the 5 earlier in the rack, but second mistake now getting over the finish line from Linnea. Don't know if the 15's available on the bottom right. If it isn't, it's in a pretty awkward spot there. Having a second look at it, seems okay with playing it past the 11. Past the 12, pardon me. Definitely doesn't look like she has a full pocket here. Whenever you're shooting a ball that's so far away from the pocket and far away from the ball you're trying to play around, could be trouble. Really doesn't look like it's available at all from this angle, but she might be on the 12. If she is, she can draw straight back for the 15 in the top left. Ooh, I like the draw here. I like trying to get on the 15 a little quicker. Oh, she didn't have it. And that's a tricky mistake there. Caught a double kiss. Was trying to play down to the short rail. Make things a lot tougher for Linnea. But she's left her the perfect angle here to just follow through. Take the 5 in the bottom left. It's going, the angle's going to the left a little, so she might try to draw it. Straight enough that she was okay. Too much angle now on the 5 though. Doesn't go in the bottom right. Blind back cut here. She's had a couple mistakes since she's been on the hill. Gonna really want to get this one down. Nice shot. It's there, and she's okay on the 8 on the side. And she'll be moving on to the finals here. Final round coming up at 8 p.m. local time. Strong match from Linnea. Couple mistakes when she got on the hill, but other than that, deserved everything she got here. Good tournament from Shirin. She'll be looking to best those results going forward in her career. But she can take solace in the fact that she made it to the semifinals here. This has been Eric Horlifson. Back for one more round at 8 p.m. local time. Talk to you soon.